So I thought we'd talk a little bit about how to handle an unwanted sexual advance.
We have had the advantage of growing up with brothers.
You had to fight for your life.
And I had 3. You had 1. But
older.
Older. I had 1 older who didn't. No, it was mostly my little. I think I was the bully.
Well, what happens is you get a little scrappier, and you're used to sparring with men and being physical.
Yeah, because they'll grab you, and you know how to. You can push back and
wrestle and knee
I used to
and
scratch.
This was always my move. I would just come in with the and get them right in the neck or right in the face.
I always fought dirty, which means scratching, biting, pinching.
So I think the issue is sometimes, and I'm talking about not a sexual advance like someone hitting on you, but when someone touches you or grabs you, or you're alone and they're on top of you, and it's like, okay, how do I get out of this? You have to use force, right?
Well, except there was this, I mean, as a rule.
As a rule.
There was this one happening where it was late at night. I'd been to a party. I lived in Brooklyn Heights, and I was on the subway. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. There's no one around. The neighborhood is completely silent, and here comes this drunk, and he grabs my arm, and he says, "You're going to come with me and have a drink." And he really was out of it. And that one you got to be, you think on your feet.
Yes.
So I said, "Oh, I'd love to have a drink with you, but I can't. I'm rushing home. My baby is sick." Now, I don't know where this comes from.
You have to lie and use force.
And he said, "Oh, how old?" And I said, "Just a year old. I'm so worried.
I'm still nursing. Gotta go."
No, because he probably would have wanted to nurse. So it's just, I got his sympathy. And he let me go, and I said, "I'll take a rain check." So that was outsmarting. You can outsmart, and then the other thing is if they grab you and they're taking you down to the ground,
push.
That's when you
fight.
Yeah,
exactly.
Anything. And if you're not used to punching, I mean, the other thing is that I would have...
Pushing. Just push them away.
I would have every woman take a self-defense class. I think this should be mandatory in high school. Women take self-defense.
It's part of getting in your body, because as women, we're never physical. We never use our bodies. We're not having orgasms. We're not encouraged to be sexual. We're not encouraged to fight and spar and wrestle.
Or to sports. Any woman who's into sports, she knows her body.
Exactly. And so you feel confident, right? And I think a lot of women, they shut down when someone gets physical with them.
Or cry.
Because no one's done that before. And I think when a man gets physical with you and you don't meet it with force back, they take that as an acceptance, like this is okay. Women aren't encouraged to initiate sex, right? The man is the aggressor.
We never, ever initiate sex.
Yeah.
And then after they get married or they're going with somebody, how many times I get the question, my wife never initiates sex. Or she'll say, my husband never initiates.
Yeah, he doesn't want me. And so if you're not initiating sex, and if women can initiate sex, you're creating this environment where the man's always the aggressor. He doesn't know. So if you walk up to someone and be like, "You'd like to have sex? Let's fuck. Let's do it." Grab their body.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
I like to play that game, but I'm an old person now, and it's safe.
Well, I play the game. I let someone know I want to have sex with them, and when I don't, I'll say, "Look, we're not having sex. I just want you to know right now."
Just be direct.
I set the expectation. I say, "You know what? I want to have sex, and this is the type of sex I want." Right from the get-go. And I don't care if they think I'm a slut. Because I know what I want. I'm going to move in and out of that scenario getting what I want. I don't care what he thinks about me.
Another thing that a friend of mine did is that she went into an act. There were 3 guys, and they were, a gangbang was what was setting up. And she went, and this kid said, "Come on, leave the broad alone." She said, "She's deaf."
A little sympathy, you're humanizing yourself.
Yeah, so, and another thing you can do, well, if you can throw it, another friend was so upset, it upset her so much that she actually threw up. Boy, that'll end an encounter immediately, just barf. I think women, self-defense class, absolutely essential. Learn how to initiate sex. You got a boyfriend or you have someone that you just go up to them and say, "I'd like to have sex with you," and just see what that's like.
They love it. They
Well,
get really turned
or they
on.
won't.
But either way, who cares?
Take control and take charge, I think is what we're saying. Take charge of your body, take charge of your space, take charge of your sex life. Okay.